What's up, everybody? What is this, 33?
Well, I am not sure anymore.
I think it is episode number 33 of the SFU podcast. We are here not in person together, but we are still persons, but separately in different locations, but together.
Yes.
Juan is at his house, or his casa, as his people say.
Casita.
At his casita, his casitas, and I'm at my crib. I'm at SFU Studios, Lake Havasu City, Arizona, baby. So yeah, the last episode that came out was a pre-recorded episode. That's why it was not about like we didn't do the meth equals sorcery thing. We didn't do some other stuff because in the episode that I talked about losing my job, so I switched jobs. Juan is still at the other job.
Yeah.
And he's soon coming over to my job, and that will again make it easier to just record after work one day. But until then, the schedules just aren't lining up perfectly. But hopefully we'll get back into it next week. We'll start doing it on the regular day next week. But now that that's out of the way, we have a couple different things to talk about. What's up?
First off, what's up with the Gergmeister, bro? Is he trying to get like beat up or what?
Yeah, he's been pretty rambunctious lately. Like he's going through the phase of pushing his boundaries. And it's super frustrating. It's super frustrating. For my main reason for thinking it's so frustrating is because he's literally like this fucking, he's tiny. Okay.
Yeah.
He's this big. And I'm 6'3", 200 pounds. He weighs 30 pounds and he's like 2 foot nothing. Okay. And this a-hole is like testing me. And he knows that he is, because I'll be sitting there playing my drums and he'll come up behind me and he'll like have this toy and he'll just hit me in the back with it. And I turn around like, what the? And he like runs away and like goes, ha ha. And he does the ha ha. He does that laugh.
Dude, Roxy, bro, she has this little attitude to her, bro.
Of course.
Like, my mom will be like, Roxy, you need to don't walk on this floor. It's just whatever. And she's like, okay, doop, 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 doop.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, you little fucker.
Yeah, they're boundary pushing because they don't have the maturity level to understand that, oh, I could get straight knocked out right now if I'm doing some dumb shit.
Bro, my mom just pulled a chancla on him, bro.
What does
I
that
was
even
scared,
mean?
dog. The chancla, bro. This right here, bro.
Oh.
Don't make me, bro. What's up?
Oh, shit. She pulled out her fucking zapatos.
Yeah, bro. Her chancla.
Oh, my God. That's crazy. So, yeah, let's get into one of the topics that you had brought up the other day. So we're going to be talking a little bit about attachments, which is a huge part of pretty much any addiction, regardless if it's drug addiction, drug and alcohol addiction, food addiction, sex addiction, sniffing poop. Some people like to just huff bags of shit, jank them.
Yeah, well, there's that, and then like emotional attachments and stuff like that. And
and that comes with all forms of addiction. There's emotional attachment to different things, and 99% of the time, it seems like it's harmful to have the attachments from when you were going through the stuff that you want to now be past.
Right.
You know what I mean? If, like, say for us being ex-drug addicts, having the attachments that we had when we were addicts kind of just puts you back in the mindset. Like, it's basically like what people talk about with triggers. The idea of triggers before it got into the woke culture of like, I'm triggered by this word to be upset.
Yeah, but you're talking about like me seeing a spoon or something and being like, I'm triggered
This
right now.
this is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
An addiction being triggered is seeing something, smelling something, tasting something that reminded you of being in that position and being like, I need to go get high now
Yeah.
because something in my brain happened subconsciously. And now I'm like, I really want some meth, or I really want some heroin right now.
Heron. Yeah.
And I can't figure out why. Like walking into a bathroom at a gas station and you smell heroin that had just been cooked by the last person who was in there, and you know that's what it is. There's nothing that smells like that. So that's what a trigger actually is. And emotional attachment to those types of things is a trigger in the way of addiction, not not a trigger in the sense of I'm upset now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
honestly, uh how do you word this? Who cares? If you're
Right.
okay, I get people who were victims of sexual assault, which I know we're not supposed to say the full word, SAs.
Yes.
People who were victims of that, that's I guess that would be like PTSD. Being triggered for PTSD is a completely separate thing from, seeing a rig cap, a syringe cap in the street and
Yeah.
being like, oh, I need to go do drugs. But basically, which I know this is kind of off topic, but with the SA victims, it's basically the only thing that's triggering is talking about,
Yeah.
the act of
Just
assaulting somebody.
reliving through that like moment and shit. Like it's
Yeah.
probably
So
just
it's
plays over in their head and they fuck that.
yeah, it's weird because in the terminology that I understand triggering to be, it's triggering is uh basically one of your senses subconsciously picks up this thing, and then it triggers something in your brain, an impulse in your brain that you're not aware of. But if someone's like joking about like this whole David Dobrik thing that was going on,
Yeah.
making jokes or saying we don't believe that girl, and in that specific situation about Hannah, they're calling Hannah to protect her identity, of course. um a lot of these other allegations that have happened recently, there was never any kind of proof, and that was always the weird thing for me, is there was no due process because there's no checks and balances, there's no receipts. This is just a person saying another person did something bad. But this girl Hannah, there's a lot to back this up. There's basically video evidence of the shit happening to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't even I honestly don't even watch H3 anymore. So I don't really care.
Yeah, I
It's been hard. It's been hard to watch it for me.
yeah, the last 6, 7 episodes have been basically strictly about the whole David Dobrik situation.
It's
But
been pretty annoying.
I
I watched
watched
yeah. Hey, you owe me a soda.
a no. I watched this uh a non-verbal uh expert, like a body language expert. He did a video on David Dobrik's second and first apology.
Mm-hmm.
And he also did one on Amber Heard about the whole Johnny Depp thing when they were like asking her, did you shit on Johnny Depp's bed?
She's fucking guilty. I'm
And
just
she was
saying.
like,
I'm just kidding.
no, I didn't. And he's like, see how she just darted her eyes around the room and shook her head yes while saying the word no? He's
I
like,
feel like I would be screwed if
non-verbally.
somebody like a person who reads body language and all that, if they were looking at me and I was getting asked really serious fucking questions, I would be doing all the red flags just
Well,
on
the
purpose.
the
But
thing is, they have to study you normally. So they have to
right.
like they would have to watch every episode of this podcast first. Then they can go, there's something different. See how he acted here, and now he's acting this way when he's being asked that question. He gets really nervous about this certain subject or something like that. But anyway, we'll get off the H3 train. I still watch Frenemies
I do.
mostly.
I still like I'll watch the clips and stuff, but I won't sit through the whole episodes anymore. Like
Yeah, it sometimes gets kind of cringy. Um, just like,
sometimes.
but then again, they were kind of always
Yeah.
about YouTube drama and with the Keemstar shit or that guy pissing in his basement. It's sometimes good. I mean, I like them, but
Right.
whatever.
No, I do. I do too, bro, but just lately it's been like, I'm good. I got listen to other things.
Just too much David Dobrik because I really don't give a shit about him. I never watched his videos, so I just don't give a shit at all. Um, but yeah, let's go back to the topic at hand. So attachments, emotional attachments to the past.
Yeah.
How to get rid of them is kind of a complicated question.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
that's
think that it's really necessarily the right question. I don't think you can just go Control Alt Delete. I don't have those attachments anymore. It's
right.
something that's kind of a time will heal all wounds type of a scenario. It's something that you have to just find your way through and get over it eventually by, I guess, acting like you don't care. That's really the only way I can see that working. And that's the problem with fucking Zoom episodes is the internet on this side of town just blows. And it's like that South Park episode that the cable company's like, "Oh, there's no other cable companies? Oh no, that's terrible." And just rubbing their
yeah.
nipples and shit.
Yeah.
That is the internet service provider out here. They
Right.
suck balls. They jack your fucking price up every couple months, and you have to just take it in the pooper with no lube, not even a cuddle afterwards
Aw.
or a warning. They
Oh.
just bang the price up and then they go, "Eat a dick, pussy. Fucking pay it.
Then they
What
spit
are
on you.
you what are you broke? You
Yeah.
bitch." Yeah, it's a bunch of fucking nonsense. Um but I'm trying to think about times that I mean, obviously I had a girlfriend while I was
Right.
using heavily, and that all went south when I got arrested
Yeah.
due to all the drug use, and that was something I had to kind of work my way through over the course of a year or so it took to kind of get over that, I guess.
Yeah, dude. Uh, That's the same with me, bro. And like that's what I've been kind of learning lately. Is like I don't know, like emotional attachments to people and like past emotions are fucking crippling, bro. To everybody. It
Well,
does
yeah, it's
I don't know. It does bad for your mental, you know what I mean? But if what I've been learning recently as well is like you got to either learn from those situations or you're going to let it break you, bro. But those are learning experiences. That's what I've been
well, yeah, that's like the saying,
personally getting at.
you have to learn from your past mistakes or you're doomed to repeat it.
Right.
And I
But
mean,
staying
it's
stuck on it is just worse.
yeah, yeah, you absolutely. I think it's kind of like you have to. It's like a fake it till you make it type of a situation. You have to like pretend like I don't even care, dude. Fuck her. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I never even cared. But there's like I know I heard this somewhere. I can't remember what it was, but it makes a lot of fucking sense. That that thing when you after you break up with a girl and you're like dating someone else down the road and then you're like thinking about your ex-girlfriend, you're like, "Oh, she was so awesome. Like everything was so great when I was with her. We were always happy. We never fought about like anything." And it's your brain's playing a trick on you cuz obviously you were fucking miserable or else you guys would still be dating,
right.
but you force yourself to not think about all the times she called you 30 times in a row. She slapped you in front of your mom. She fucked your best friend. She killed your dog. She burned your clothes. All of those things that she did. And the only thing you can remember is she swallowed, dude. Like I fucking loved her, bro.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I loved her, dude. You know what I mean? Loved.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
heart that I
what's
made.
crazy about that is that in the midst of the insanity of that relationship, you thought she was good for your mental health.
Yeah. And it's all a thing about being afraid to be alone. And that was my other previous addiction before any kind of drug addiction was I could never stay single for like a week. I
Dude.
had a girlfriend and then I basically would meet another girl and then I'd break up with my girlfriend and then that girl's moving in the next day. As soon as her shit's gone, new shit's in, and then every 2 years I just recycled.
Ah.
And then after 2 years, that was like the breaking point for me always was 2 years would happen, and then I'd be like, I'm fucking bored, dude. Like, you're the same shitty person you were 2 years ago. You still talk about the same stuff. I don't want to talk about, your mom fucking your brother. You know what I mean?
Huh. I don't.
I
All right.
kind of do actually. That's pretty interesting.
Uh,
You don't really
hmm.
hear about that too often. But it was her
Elaborate.
it's her stepmom, I guess. You find
Elaborate.
out later
Still,
yeah, it's her stepmom and he was 12. So I mean it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
bro. But I personally hate being alone. Right.
Yeah, for real.
And that's
Same.
another thing.
Samesies.
Like I'm not alone here. I have my kids. You know what I mean. Like, but I was used to being with somebody every
It's
day
yeah, it's
together.
totally different.
You know what I mean? And
Have a companion,
that's another fucking learning process I'm going through as well is being able to be by myself without
being
that
your own
other
your own human.
trying. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I feel a lot more positive than I have been in the last like
Few
forever.
months. Yeah, yeah. Few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're having to kind of because you never had a chance to be like a legitimate adult. You never
No.
got your license. You never really had and kept a job for more than a couple weeks or months or whatever it was, and paying fines or paying bills or doing shit that most adults do. And I had the same fucking issue because the a part of it that went along with me being like a serial monogamist was I always had a girlfriend who was more responsible, like financially, than I was. Like, not saying that they always made more money than me, but even if they made less money than me, they had more money than me because
Right. Because they
I
weren't
just,
spending on it. They weren't
yeah,
spending it.
yeah. Cause I'd be like, someone's like, oh, I got an ounce of weed for $400. And I'm like, that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds
And then
decent.
And then I'm like, hey, does everyone, all 13 of you want Taco Bell? Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
I'll buy us all fucking King Cobra 40s at like anytime I had enough money to make a fucking dent,
Yeah, yeah.
I flushed it down the fucking toilet to people who are no longer around me, who I don't even remember who they are anymore. I know some of them still, but I don't talk to barely anybody because that's the other thing about addiction is other people's attachment to you.
Yeah.
They have to basically they have a fucking they sit shiva for you the day they find out that you're a fucking drug addict. They're like, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's gone. We might as well say he's already dead. That way, when he dies, we don't have to be like, oh, fuck, man, or whatever, assuming that people would give a shit that I died. But so the attachment goes both ways. And that's a part
It does.
about, yeah, that's a part about being a drug addict that a lot of people don't think about is drug addicts are very selfish by
Mm-hmm.
nature. You kind of have to be to not give a fuck about anybody else's feelings but your own, in that you want to get high and you don't care what you have to do to get it. You'll fuck your own
Selfish.
mother over.
I'm all selfish yet sensitive, all at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah. Sensitive to a point,
Yeah.
but not sensitive enough to cry because your emotions are totally fried. You
Well, no,
don't have them.
you're being selfish, though.
Yeah, exactly. But so going into recovery and then doing the 12 steps and doing the making amends
Yeah, that
portion of doing your steps and
yeah.
finding out, like, my big one was talking to my cousin. And when I OD'd and my cousin found out and he came out here from California, he stayed the night with me at a hotel. My girlfriend at the time had to like prop me up because I was choking because I smoked 7 grams of heroin and took who knows how many Xanax at the same time. He drove me to
The
San
right amount.
Diego. Yeah, more than the right amount. But he drove me to San Diego and put me on a plane. And I remember sitting there before I got on the plane and him just looking at me and like he started just crying, like sobbing, tears of unfathomable sadness.
Hmm.
And I couldn't even, like, I love my cousin. I grew up with him and I couldn't even fake a tear because I was high as shit on heroin.
Yeah.
But then about 6 months later, when I got up to New Hampshire and he called me, we had talked a few times, but he called me and he was like, okay, you're far enough along in recovery at this point that I feel like I can tell you. He's like, I was about 100% sure that that was the last time I was ever going to see you because of how bad you were. Because I was a wreck. Couldn't text. He had a video of me trying to eat chicken parmesan and I was just smashing it on my t-shirt. It
That
was,
that's
it
the
was
saddest
horrible.
shit right there, bro. Because I remember my mom specifically telling me after a while she pretty much gave up hope. Like she knew that if
Oh
she didn't
yeah.
hear from me that day, that I was either dead or she was gonna hear from me soon because I was in jail. But
Yeah.
mainly dead because that's what
That's,
that's
yeah,
what
that's
her
going to be their
brain
first
went
thought.
to.
Yeah, of course. Because that's the part about being a parent is you catastrophize everything. Your kid falls down and your first thought is there he goes. He's in special classes.
That's me, bro.
His skull's fractured. You know what I mean? He's never gonna get a license. He's
Again,
gonna
me.
yeah, I know. So yeah, like
Today's
become
TED Talk. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, being an active parent really kind of puts a lot of that shit into perspective about what we put our parents through, what we put our girlfriends at the time, or the most recent, or your friends who actually stuck by you that you knew from before you became an addict, and it gives you a real perspective on
What
the
matters?
emotion. Yeah, it's the emotion that exist between two people that have a common bond together.
Yeah,
Because in addiction, you don't have friends. People say, oh yeah, he's my friend, we did drugs together a lot, but that's not your friend because they could give a fuck, really.
that's why I
It's,
say, yeah, I know that fool when they bring up names.
yeah, not that's my best friend, dude. Because until the drugs are taken out of the equation and you guys finally see where you sit, where your friendship actually lies on this fucking chart,
Right.
and drugs are the only thing you had in common.
Mm.
And not to say you have to have everything in common with people to be friends with them, but it sure fucking helps.
Yeah.
Like, like, this dude loves country only, this dude loves death metal, this guy's a Democrat, this guy's a Republican, uh this guy only fucks with yo-yos, and this guy only plays Call of Duty. What do they have to talk about? Fucking nothing. Jerking off? Like,
Well, I know what they do have is questions for each other because they don't know what the fuck's going on.
yeah, why are we friends? Like, that's a
Yeah.
good question. That's a good one
Yeah.
to start with. How the fuck did we meet?
Yeah.
What
Who
was
are
it?
you again?
Yeah, I don't even remember. What was your name? Fucking Jefferson Airplane? No,
Yeah.
no, that can't be right.
No, it is.
Don't you want somebody to love? You know what I
You
mean?
didn't do it. I did it for you, but I didn't do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking beautiful, dude.
That's it.
Jefferson Airplane. What was the other thing? You said you had another idea for another,
Oh, the
uh,
topic?
yeah, another topic.
Oh, you're
Where
talking
was it?
what about Demi Lovato saying she's California sober?
California sober.
Yeah, dude.
So
So peep this really
she was just
quick.
on Rogan, by
I
the
was
way. It
just
just
gonna
came out.
say that.
Yeah,
I was like, God damn
I
it.
just downloaded it.
Yeah.
Now, my opinion on Demi Lovato, if she just shut the fuck up about politics, because like, okay, the story came out that she was a heroin addict and that she was like overdosing and shit like this or whatever the fuck. Whether or not it's true, she's a pop star. She didn't go to college, for economics or political science. Nothing that would matter to the government. Like, where is your place in this? You
Yeah,
sing a
like
song called Sorry Not Sorry.
sounds like
Like,
a lot of people like nowadays who should just stay out of it.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like getting into shit about the whole gender issue. Now, it's a it's hard. It's like for me, it's hard to say, "Oh, I understand," because I feel like I'm being disingenuous if I'm like, "Oh, I totally get it." I feel like I'm a woman. No, but I don't feel that way, but I get the idea that you can feel one way about yourself,
Yeah.
and but when you see yourself, you don't like
Be
that.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Like when I was a kid, I was like, I feel like I should have a beard.
uh,
You know what I mean? And I fucking don't. And then when I got one, I was like, I'm keeping it, bitch. Oh, I have to shave it? Fuck you, I quit.
quit life?
Or
What?
yeah,
Just life in general.
yeah, just life.
Damn.
But like getting involved in that type of shit is just it's dangerous territory because their feelings are gonna get fucking hurt. And right now, everybody's ripe for fucking anger, and that's
Well, dude,
just what they want.
this is like on that topic. Like, you don't have to understand it. We don't have to understand it, but
No,
respect it. If
absolutely. It's
that's
my
their
thing.
if that's what somebody wants or cares
Feels.
about or feels deeply about,
Yeah.
leave it to them, respect it, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. To question it or to question the validity of it, um,
I mean, questions should be a
it's short
thing
sighted.
that's allowed in a
It,
at a like in a sense, you know. But
yeah, but questioning the validity of it, I guess, would be the bad part.
yeah,
Having questions about it should be fine, and that's not, which is weird, but I get it. It's still a sensitive, new kind of subject. So it's tough. But back to Demi Lovato, the California sober thing.
yeah.
That's kind of a weird label to put on an entire state
I
with
was.
like
It's kind of weird.
so many people.
It's kind of weird to label that like I don't know if she's done like the steps or whatever. I don't know if she's done any of those, but to say that and you know what I mean, and say you've done them or whatever, or say you're doing whatever, going to meetings. I don't know if she is,
Yeah.
but it's like
She was also saying that on the clip that I saw that she isn't completely sober and she said if one day I decide to be completely sober, then so be it. If one day I decide to grow my hair long again, then so be it. If one
yeah,
day I
yeah, I saw
decide to
that.
date a dude. So she's saying that she's California sober. Just
Yeah,
don't use the word sober. It's easy.
yeah,
I don't
California,
use
dude.
I don't use the word sober or clean. I say I'm I'm a recovering addict from heroin. My drug was heroin. So I smoke weed. I have my medical card. I smoked weed when I was on probation.
Right.
I'm not addicted to weed. I just this earlier this week I had lost my pen, so I didn't smoke for like 2-3 days, or at least 2 days, and I didn't even really think about it. So addiction, no, but to say California sober,
Right, right.
kind of a weird. Just say I'm a California addict. You know what I mean?
Ah,
A Hollywood addict, a lead addict, something.
she's she's
Give it
into
a fancier name.
Californication, dude. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good show, dude. Californication with
You know what I'm
David
saying?
Duchovny.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Badass show.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
a
yeah,
sick ass show for sure.
yeah.
Um, so while we're on the topic of drugs,
My favorite book.
your favorite book is right here.
Yeah.
This is what my face is now.
Dude, I wanted to say this too really quick because I don't think I've
Dude,
ever said this before, but it's so weird to be taught like
onomatopoeia.
to be
Oh,
doing a podcast on recovery and like addiction and stuff in my
yeah.
old fucking drug den. I'm
Yeah.
really moving up in the world, bro.
True. It's like you remember that episode of SpongeBob when Patrick had a pickle and then he got shrunk and put into a jar,
Yeah.
and he's like, it's like a pawn or something. That's you, dude. You're a pickle in a jar, bro.
Oh my god.
Whiskey in a jarro. Okay. So I want to try to find one that's not transmission of spirits. Dude, that sounds epic.
Sounds
So
scary,
let's
dude.
get to 52. Steve Box. Okay. I'm just gonna run through this. Steve Box, Meth Equals Sorcery. This is chapter 7, Transmission of Spirits.
Tell me about it.
So I'm just gonna read a couple different parts of it, and we'll kind of go over what we think this is doing as a whole to the addict community. So demons enter into people much more easily when that person has ingested meth into them. Proper grammar, improper grammar. Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and that they love it shall eat the fruit thereof." Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Again, okay. Meth opens a door to the spirit world where the power of suggestion becomes a form of witchcraft. I don't even know what to say. For example, there was a time when myself and a couple of guys had been up on meth for several days. Weird. I understood about this power of suggestion, and I told them when they left that I would speak to them and they would hear my voice. No shit?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he said next time I saw that one of them, when they left, I would speak to them and they would hear my voice. So crazy. Okay. They were up for many days, so they were hallucinating, audible hallucinations. It's
Yeah.
real. The next time I saw them, one of them said he was driving away that night and could hear my voice and other noises. Another time, I told a guy that I would come to visit him. I had forgotten about this. A day or so later, I called him and he told me that he and I had been partying at his shop and he had been making us some drinks and that I was there for several hours. So, this guy, at this point, he's not really talking about meth use in the real sense at all. This has no basis in reality whatsoever, and nothing about the preface or the description on the back is like, this is a fantasy world that I make up on the spot about meth.
Right.
Because none of this proves anything. None of this is backed by any kind of real information. No names are used. There's no quoted accounts by any other person.
It sounds like a pamphlet that you would get at the Dare program, like in
Yeah,
school, you know?
it sounds like a pamphlet you'd get from the Westboro Baptist
That's
Church.
true. That's
That's what
true.
it
That
sounds like. So
might have
let's
to
see
do
what
some more
this.
digging on this guy, Steve.
He's got a few different books that are all sound pretty fucking ridiculous. So that's why you have to be careful what you say to someone on meth, because what you speak is also being heard by the demons of meth. And then they take these fears of individuals and run with them. You see, the evil ones are listening to every word that comes out of your mouth. That's why Proverbs says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." The addict speaks tweaked out lies into existence, not true. Thoughts are placed by Satan's horde into their mind. Then they speak it, and it becomes a paranoid lie. Okay, so
First off,
done with that stupid fucking
come on.
chapter.
First off, white lies, not big
Meth.
lies, man.
Yeah. So none of that makes any kind of fucking sense to me, because I had my time doing meth and staying up for too long, and I never had any kind of evil thoughts or thoughts of hurting other people. it was more just paranoia about the law.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get in trouble. Cops are gonna be here. Just stupid shit like that. But
Or they are here already.
yeah, it sounds like this guy already had a complete fascination with Jesus and evil spirits and shit like that. So in
Or
his vivid and fucked up, tweaked out, sleep deprived imagination, this is what
or
happens.
he was tweaking when he wrote the book.
Ooh,
What's up, dog?
player. He still does it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Pax Prentice,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm gonna overdose soon. So
Yeah.
come to Malibu, but fuck retreat, whatever it's called. Yeah. So that was not the end of the chapter, but Jesus, it's tough to read shit that's so damaging to the idea of recovery, to the idea of what addicts are. Active addicts are not bad people. They're
No.
not possessed by the fucking devil. They have lost their way and they can find their way, and they don't need a higher power to do that. What they need is compassion from other people, they need understanding, and they need a planned out road that they can see the finish line and they know that they can get out of it unscathed. Nobody wants to go through withdrawals from shit,
No.
and nobody wants to feel like they're ostracized from their community. So, for everybody portraying tweakers as demons, like this guy is, saying that they're possessed by demons and that Satan talks to them, you're not really giving them an in to society to feel like they're welcome. And that seems like
Right.
it's more damaging. I don't know who this book is helping. I feel like this book was helping him make meth money. That's what it
Yeah.
seems like to me. It seems like he was selling this book so he can buy a teenth. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's no bueno, dude.
Nah, it's no Blaines.
No buenos at all, dude. Lo
Yeah.
siento, but dude, no buenos, bro.
Yeah.
This dude can fucking how do you say eat? Come?
Puede comer what? What's he trying to eat, dog?
Mi cachetes, dude.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? This dude can eat my fucking cheeks, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't even care, dude.
Oh.
Um, yeah,
Dude, but
that's fucking
this book's
nanners.
very kind of it's kind of a difficult subject for kind of both of us because of the whole, Jesus thing. But
Yeah,
like it's not it's beyond that, honestly. It's like just the shit that he's saying, like, I was a horrible tweaker and you fucking know that.
you were, yeah, you were
That
bad.
was
But it still
horrible.
wasn't demons. It was
Well, see, that's what I'm getting at. Not every tweet, whatever. Demons, no, 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 no.
some
There's
tweakers are obsessed with Jesus, but it's
some tweakers are just bad people.
of course some non-addicts are just
Yeah,
bad people too. So
literally.
it's just a luck of the draw, dude.
Yeah.
Some people are drug addicts and still better people than people that aren't on drugs. But the stigma,
Yeah.
fuck the stigma against addicts, saying that we're all bad people regardless if we've changed our ways or not. But most of
Yeah.
the people that I tell because I tell everybody, I'm very upfront.
Yeah, me
I
too.
usually tell people within a week, like it'll come up and I'll be like, yeah, I was a heroin addict for a decade and I've been clean for, almost 2 years. And
I,
almost 100% of the time they say, oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. They say something along those lines. They
I
don't
want somebody
go,
to be like, you fucking loser.
yeah, you're a fucking piece. You should have never quit. But no, it's in person. It usually ends up good. But then these are people that I work with. These are people that are in a similar socioeconomic range as myself. These aren't, middle-aged men and women that are well-to-do that have never been around drug addicts. And those are the types of people that are spreading this type of shit. And there's also like, I'm sure there's some kids that are involved like in like Gen Z that probably push the idea that people that use drugs besides Adderall and Molly are all pieces of shit and
Or
that they
Coke. Don't
deserve to
forget
go to
Coke.
prison. Yeah, Coke, Molly, and Adderall are fine. But if you use meth or heroin, you're a dirtbag.
Why can't we
And
just classify all these people as one label?
because some drugs for some reason are socially acceptable,
But then again,
and I
fuck
don't get it.
labels. You know what I mean?
True, dude. Can't be labeled, bro.
Nah, bro.
I'm stoops unique, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like people that used to shit on me for being a heroin addict or cocaine addicts, they're cokeheads. And I don't, I mean, I don't say, oh, cokehead, like you're a fucking dirtbag.
Yeah, Pepsi's better
It's
than
whatever.
Coke, you know?
Yeah. Unless it's McDonald's Coke. Their
That's
Coke's
true.
really
That's
good.
fucking true.
Yeah. Like I legit like McDonald's Coke.
Yeah, yeah.
So
McDonald's Sprite too.
yeah. I think they have a special deal, dude. They get special syrups. That's what it is. That's what the fuck that is, dude.
Special bubs, dude. Special bubbles.
True that. Um, so we're getting pretty close to wrapping it up here, but I'll just quickly go over this. I got my bite aligners. I got them on Monday. So I've been wearing them. Today is Saturday. So I've been wearing them for, about 5-6 days now. Shit doesn't hurt. Like people were always like, yeah, it fucking hurts pretty bad when you first put them in. And now I'm thinking like, you guys are just soft, dude. You guys haven't lived a life because shit didn't hurt like at all. It was a little tight, but it's cool. Like I got I think 11 weeks on my bottom teeth and then 15 weeks on my top teeth, and I'm fucking donezo.
What?
Yeah, 15 weeks. And I'm going to go from, see, like, they're crowded. So, like, my left tooth is over, kind of barely covering my right tooth. It's going to flatten all that shit out. I'm going to have some beautiful teeth. Plus, they give you this, it's called Bright Bite, and you put it in the tray when you put the trays in.
Oh, the thing
And
that
it,
vibrates?
no, whitens your
Oh.
teeth.
Oh, okay.
The That's called the hyper bite. It's this little thing, dude. You have to charge it for like 8 fucking hours, dude.
So you got to charge it while you're asleep.
I charge it all day while I'm at work
Oh, yeah, true that.
and all night, and then I use it in the morning. And it vibrates for. You could probably use it like 3-4 times before you have to charge it again. So it vibrates 5 minutes a piece. But Jesus Christ, I was like, how the fuck have they not figured out how to make this thing charge faster? Like that's the only thing that bugs me about it. Everything's so high tech, you can charge a phone in 30 minutes, but a thing that vibrates for 5 minutes takes 8 hours to charge. What is going on, America? We just fucking vaccinated for a giant virus in a year, and I can't charge a vibrating thing
Yeah, 8
in
hours? Really?
less than a fucking night.
First of all, how long does it take to
Christ.
fucking charge a vibrator, dude? Because,
I think, don't you use batteries for that?
oh, yeah. Can't you just charge them? I don't know. I've never used one, no.
The only ones I've ever seen had batteries, like AA batteries in them.
Well, when was that? Like the 90s or something?
Yeah.
Because you're old. You get it?
Yeah. I wasn't. I
I'm
was
just
still
kidding.
I was still a virgin in the 90s though. I was only
Different technology back then, bro, is what
yeah.
I'm saying.
I was 13 when Y2K happened. Okay, so
I think I was in kindergarten.
yeah, that makes sense. It was 21 years ago, so
Trip
you would
out.
have been 6.
That's
Hey, me
it.
scusi.
Hey.
So, learning a lighting program to do a show for a Journey cover band called DSB for Don't Stop Believing. Hold on to that feeling. But yeah, the band's called DSB. And the show is coming tonight. So it's gonna be my first night running a light board.
Damn, boy.
Pretty cool. It's pretty legit. It's a sick setup. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna go. Those are your meth books.
No, those are all my copies of Meth Equals Sorcery.
Oh, damn. You're signing him?
Yeah, I'm Steve Box, motherfuckers.
Oh, my God. This is you, dude?
Yeah.
Look, here's Steve Box right here, dude. Oh, no, it's behind the light.
Hold on, look. See?
Oh, that is you.
See?
Isn't that him?
Yeah.
Yep, that's Steve Box right there. This
Peep
one
it right
on
here. Ready?
right by my finger. Oh my God.
I fucking told you.
Steve.
It's me.
Yeah, you can barely fucking see him. Whatever, dude. Who fucking cares? All right. I think we're good. I think next week we should be able to record again on Wednesday, and we will have a special guest, Mr. Derek Ryan from the band Curse the Sun.
Oh, what? We're fucking finally getting him on.
We're finally getting Derek on.
Finally meet him.
He's got a lot of experience with mental health problems, massive anxiety, panic attacks. He's got a lot of shit to say about it. Very smart dude. Probably the best guitar player I have ever been around, even. And definitely the best guitar player I've had the pleasure of playing drums for. So it's going to be cool to have him on. And we still got to get his buddy Dustin Hadlock from the podcast of Destiny.
Yeah.
He's also a stand-up comic and the ex-vocalist for Knights of the Abyss, which was a fantastic, like a kind of a, what would they be considered? Deathcore, metalcore? There's something, I think they're kind of metalcore-ish, but trying to work on that. And I still got to get Eric Hellwig. I fucking forgot to message him back. Eric Hellwig, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I got fired, so I started a new job, just reacclimating, trying to get all my shit in order. Sorry, I got to get you on soon. I'm fucking excited to have Eric Hellwig because he's a really funny fucking guy. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching.
What?
Make sure you click. I think it's over here, right here somewhere. I don't think it's on your side.
Fuck.
I think it's over here,
This one?
right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Is it this? Is it?
Because I think, are you on the left or the right on your screen?
I'm on the top, bro. What's up?
Oh, see, mine's side to side.
Oh.
Mine's side to side. So when this gets posted, it's going to be side to side. You're on the left. I'm on the right. Yeah. Yeah, that way. Yes. No. God damn it.
You know where it is. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over here. So go ahead and click subscribe, watch the other videos. Go follow us on Instagram. It's still fucking up _pod. You can follow me at Lego666 _ You can follow Juan at Juan. What is it? Juan _ SFU. Okay, Juan _ SFU on Instagram. Spay and neuter your dogs, don't buy from breeders. Go to the Humane Society and buy your animals. Donate to charities, you know what I mean? There's charities that help recovering addicts. You can donate to the Arizona Recovery Center if you so choose. That's the place that helped me get my fucking life back, thanks to Dr. Vona. And appreciate everybody checking out episode 33 of the Still Fucking Up podcast. Suck my balls.
Yes. Still fucking up. Still fucking up.